Hi Sagittarius, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Sagittarius, this is your love reading starting today on the 26th of January, and I've set the time frame to somewhere late January to somewhere late February. And I'm just gonna jump right in and see what's going on for you. Learning to shuffle away. By the way, this is a new format. Again, this is the old format. I did my face on camera as I started, and then tried a little different format, and it seems like you enjoy to see my face the most, which I appreciate. This seems to be the best format for me as well. So, wow, that shot out there. Love for Sagittarius for the time frame, please. And I'm starting with these two foundational basic energies. And then we're going to clarify everything here. I'm using this most gorgeous deck that I got for Christmas, and it's Colette and Reid, and I've used some of her other decks as well, but this is something I just very much enjoy it. There you go. So we're going to take the one that shot out first. This is really beautiful. Okay, we're gonna get to see it. And I just want to say before I start here, everything and anything that I say, I was gonna say take it with a grain of salt, but obviously do, but just really pay attention to your own intuition and what you feel about the things that I'm saying. And also, if I show you something, because sometimes I get a little bit of a comment about, don't you think that could also mean this or could also mean that? And I'm like, of course, it could mean so many different things. And I am like connecting with you guys. It's a general reading, but there's like thousands of people watching this. And literally, I can't pick up every single, I'm going to pick up the message that is most interesting to most people to hear. So if you feel like you find something in these cards that I don't actually say, it means that your inner being is telling you something right now that you should listen to. So do you listen to what I say in the reading and also listen to what you say in this reading, right? So orphan, it doesn't look very good. It looks a little bleak, but I see what's coming up ahead of you here. Orphaned. This card could just represent so many different things. We have number 5, which is a great opportunity for change. It's very gray overall. Like the whole card is very gray. You almost don't see what it is. It's a big rock sitting down here, and then we have this little. Do you know what? I actually haven't seen that before, and it makes me think about this beautiful person and her art. She's doing like human bodies, and then she has like swan faces or. Just animal faces, like one part is like animal and one part is human and one part is animal, and usually it's like the part of the body that is human and the part of the head is animal. So maybe that's, I don't know, part animal, part person. I don't know where to go with that really. But I see today here, I always thought that was actually a person sitting leaning forward, like has her head leaning forward there. And I just see today here that it's a bird. It's like a human body but with a bird face, probably a crow face, like looking down like this. So yeah, we're gonna go deeper and find out everything about what's going on here. Great opportunity for change. I feel like there's a little bit of a stale, like a slow start to this reading. It's like I don't get too much, like to say it. Like, okay, so maybe there's an energy there. We go from orphaned and feel like there's a really slow and stale, stagnant, if you will, start. And this is around your love reading, around your love story. So take that however resonates for you. But we're going to move into this. We're going to go from orphan to a new life. And I mean, it couldn't be greater opposites if you tried. It's like we have this very lonely, gray, very turn inward, don't want to participate, don't want to be in anything, to this grand, like a new life, a completely new life. With 39, so 3 is all about passion, creativity, joy, fun, celebrations. We have a 9, which is an ending of the old, stepping into the new. Can also be an unconditional energy here. And when we add those up, we have 12, which is the masculine. So there's a little bit more structure coming in, a little bit more order, organization, that perhaps you've been needing in your life, to not just, you just need that new life. So that's so beautiful coming out after that. Like I said, we're gonna clarify each and every one of these cards, and then we have all that glitters. And I know that the saying is all that glitters isn't gold. All that glitters isn't gold. Is that the saying? But this is like all that glitters, and number 16. And so 16 is all about sudden shift and sudden changes. And the glitter, in this very instance, talks about, because we have this new life and then all that glitters that comes out. So there seems to be like, I'm going to say that most people, Sagittarius, is not even able to make this shift or turn. Usually you don't go from complete poverty to complete richness. You can physically, like you can feel like you have no money in your bank account and you can go win the lottery. And so you can physically attract, like go from 0 to a couple of million in your bank account within hours, right? But usually when the vibration doesn't match that, when the vibration sort of doesn't stand behind that, it's more like a fluke. You stumbled upon it. It's that kind of change. I'm taking money because it's the easiest. Everybody gets it, you know. And so it's just a feeling of, okay, so we can have that rapid change. But usually what happens with those people that win the lottery, where the energy doesn't back it up, they've lost the money, and the money almost creates more difficulty in their life than abundance and beauty, you know. But this for me, when we go from this orphan, and when there's 16 here, like the sudden shift, that the sudden change going on, and we go from orphan to a new life, I get it that there's been a little bit of a journey. Of course, there's been a little bit of a journey to get to this point. But I feel like you almost like turn on a dime. Is that the expression? Like you that's why I'm saying not many people can do this, if any, really. Well, you can. And you seem to be doing it right. I know my son, if you wonder what that is not a, my son has drawn a little thingy here. I thought it was not going to show in camera, but it actually is. Anyway, yeah, there's something about the immediate change in your vibration. So I will say that this is like, when you jump timelines, that is not, it's not your next timeline. This is like a major quantum leap, where most people can't do quantum leaps. We freak out when we do quantum leaps. We need next logical steps. There's something here, Sagittarius, that you've gone from complete abandonment, complete poverty, complete without love, or being in a very, very harsh or hard situation, to just like having that quantum leap for yourself, turning that into a complete different story. And so when you win the lottery, people can meet their loved one. People can meet like new relationships and be very much in love for the first 2 days, and then they slowly sort of withdraw into their old vibration again. And when you haven't shifted the vibration and you manifest that kind of relationship, within a week or 2 or 3 or a month, that person is going to be gone again. Here, I feel like you made the shift, the quantum leap, vibrationally. I hope you follow me in this. So maybe that's where the stagnant feeling was, where I started. I just felt like really slow, and like I couldn't get the words out. And this is not a very interesting reading, like that kind of feeling. And then all of a sudden it's like, maybe because you felt that level of stuckness. I mean, if people feel somewhat that things are moving, we are somewhat fine with that. Most people need to hit their head in the wall before they make a change. When the hurt is bigger than the ability to change, than the willingness to change, when the hurt is bigger than the willingness to change, then we usually change. But when it's okay, yeah, you know, I'm surviving. It's fine. I'm surviving. You don't want to survive, you know? But this seems to be like you're not going. This is like, this is what we've been doing. We have the orphan here, and we have, I feel abandonment. And we have the number 5, which is great opportunity for change and also mastery. Leading into this to this complete new life. It's a complete 180. That's what you're doing. It's a complete 180. And not many people, control-wise, fear-wise, we need a next step. But there's something that has kept you like long enough in another position where you just finally go, no. Not dealing with this anymore. I'm just completely changing it. 180. I think maybe even surprise yourself, Sagittarius, and definitely people around you going, what is going on with you? Can we clarify this orphan, please? The orphan, or the change, rather. What was the word? I think we should just start with that first one. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, for sure. Moving on, number 8. As I say that, I start to get like a warmth coming in over my right side, like my right side on the head. And there's a little bit of a tingling going on there as well. So if you had some sort of like little tingling, like it almost feels like something is crawling. And then you go to itch it, or you go to like, what is that? And then it is nothing. It just tingles like in the... it tingles in your hair or in your scalp. I think there's a little bit of a visitor, like there's a little bit of the surroundings is there to try to get your attention. And then pay extra attention to this message here today, because it's definitely for you. Moving on. And yes, you are. We're moving on, and this is like from the orphan place. It's very much like you see how you walk on the beach there, where it's just sand and drought. And you just like the border of the ocean coming in, like it's like you've been emotionless. You haven't really felt anything in a really long time. When you're like, your allies there is like rocks, stones and rocks, and a hard place. And then, but if you look a little bit closer, we're actually seeing that there is a little bit of a flower situation starting to happen in the rocks. So there's something like you are moving on for sure. And number 8, this orphan place, whatever has sort of shot out of you, the want, the wishes, the almost commands, almost yelling at the universe, like, what the F, you know? Give me a change here, because, you know, I'm not dealing with this anymore. That type of asking is not, yeah, it would be fine if I could get a little bit of a different situation here. Maybe you were like that from the beginning, but this orphan with the 5 and then moving on with the 8, it's like that's when you ask for the big stuff. Maybe not big stuff, but the big change. 8 is endless possibilities. It's the infinity sign. It's so above, so below. Whatever has been above is now coming in way. I gotta... Sorry, I'm gonna get this right. It's not so above, so below. I got a correction from a Virgo. It's so typical Virgo to correct me, because the Virgo wants it as, you know, and everybody else, and even me, you know, you pick up certain things, you understand that wasn't said correctly. but it's a Virgo to comment, and it's beautiful. I like that because I want to learn. I'm learning this language as I go. So it's actually not so above, so below. It's as above, so below. Obviously, it's as it is above, it is also below. So as above, so below. See, I'm learning, and I'm listening to what you're saying. This was a Virgo commenting, and Virgo wants it like how. Can you just say it how it is? And if it's not said correctly, they're going to freak out a little bit more than the rest of the population. So, as above, so below. So in heaven. I can say that, can I? So in heaven, so on earth. As in heaven, so on earth. Maybe it's as there as well. I'm trying here. I'm Swedish. This is not my native language. So, as. Get it? What was the thing? Jesus. Maybe Jesus was involved somehow. Yes. You're seeing it in what you have in heaven, what you created, the passions, the asking, the wanting. You're now bringing it down to earth. This is what you're going to start to see. So in heaven, so on earth. As in heaven, so on earth. Yeah, strong manifestation here. I just feel the eternalness of things, the never-endedness of things here. And we also want to clarify this new life. Let's see where the love, like the true love story comes in. But I understand we needed to make this grand shift first. Maybe some of you guys are already with your person, creating this new life for yourself. Wow. Yeah, we have. I mean, I don't know if you can make it bigger. Oof, I have really long hair, so you should be able to see it. The hair's standing up everywhere and up in my neck, and just it's so in alignment. Oh, it's even goosebumps on my legs. Okay, so I'm clarifying this new life, and we have the 39 there. We have, and when I think about it, it's the exact opposite as well, because we have 3, which is creation, passion, joy, celebrations, and like up against the 9, which is endings. Like we end the old and we come into the unconditioned of stuff. And as I clarify that, we are actually getting 2 9s coming out, and those 2 9s again couldn't be further away from each other. One is the darkest fears, and one is the dreams coming true, holding the vortex of the universe. Like literally, you're holding the genie in your hand, saying like your my wish is your command. And so again, we go from the orphan to the new life. We go from the darkest fears into dreams coming true. 9 and how like one 9 here with the darkest fears represents an ending. We're ending this, but like if you can do this type of life, like if you can do this type of darkness and go down the rabbit hole of not so fun stuff, that's the most. I'm not teaching it. I'm not saying that's the way to go. I'm just saying whoever has gone that route, and maybe even it feels like sometimes it's not even by choice, it is though, but sometimes it feels like it's not. When you've been able to go into your deepest, darkest, most profound fears, the most like heavy stuff in your life, I mean, that is the most rewarding thing to then come into this. Like you, Sagittarius, will live and lead such a paradise life, and we're bringing the new in here. It's not just, it's so easy to get into comparison because it's the easiest way to, but let's try to do this comparison without judgment. I'm a woman, and therefore I know I'm a woman because I know that there's men. I know that I'm a human because there's animals. I know that we have insides because we have outside. Like, I know black from flum. I'm not black from blum. I know black from white. And so the reason why everything is opposite is for us to understand it, is for us to sort of relate to it. And then for some weird reason, we added judgment to it, saying that white probably is a little bit better than black, or whatever. Let's not get, because that's a part of the point here. But what I'm saying here is that the normal person, the typical person, without judgment, okay, we know who these people are. The everyday person who's completely content with leading their life in a very, like, I wake up in the morning, I go to a job that I somewhat enjoy, and good, like, workmates, and it's okay, dinner, and it's like it's a good life. Like, if you ask those people, it's like, I'm leading a really good life, and I get my 4 weeks, at least in Sweden, 4 weeks of vacation in the summertime, and perhaps 2 weeks in the wintertime. Maybe that's even better in most countries, I don't know. And then I go full on vacation, like probably being sick the first week because that's the first time I relax. So 3 weeks really in the summertime, to then top it off with like having a little bit of an off time at Christmas. Wow. So it's like, I'm sorry for being so dramatic about it, but you know, that's the typical person, and it's fine. It really is fine. But then we have Sagittarius in this reading coming in to say, you know what? It's not fine. I am here to change things. I am here to find out the truth about stuff. I'm here to go to the bottom of things. And I want to, like, if there's a way to not just continue on and follow mainstream, if you can, and I'm hearing new energy. Sagittarius, haven't I talked to you about new energy before? Okay, I'm gonna, maybe you like nodding at home. Then if you are, you know this is for you. There's something about new energy, like a little side note, maybe bringing in free energy for all, new energy to planet Earth. That can come in so many different ways. But I get like Einstein, new energy. I want to say Tesla, but I also want to say 369. Okay, that was a little side note. I mean, you want to explore, you want to go to the deepest, darkest places to understand fully who you are, and without judgment. If we go to the bottom of ourselves without judgment, haven't you just cried your eyes out at some point and it just felt so freaking good? Or been so mad that you could just, you know, punch a tree down without judgment, it feels freaking good. So there's something about the complete opposites going on here, Sagittarius. Not many people can do this, and you're definitely one of them. And you're coming into your dreams now. You're changing on a dime, like you turn 180 to like a full-on. It's like we've been in prison. You have felt bound and asked for freedom and freedom and freedom and freedom. And then all of a sudden it's just you just have enough, and something breaks, like the gates, the floodgates open, and in comes this life of not 4 weeks of vacation, I tell you that. In comes this life of just complete whatever you want, whatever you have asked for. Wow. And then all of a sudden 9 is not an ending anymore. 9 is the unconditional energy. 9 just speaks about the endless immortality, infinite energy, free energy that never ends. And not only does it never end, it expands with every thought that you have. This is quite profound, I have to say. Is there anything... What do we tell Sagittarius? This is their love story. I don't know. Okay. What else for Sagittarius? I live for these readings. I just have to say, I'm happy I can live through you guys. I live for these readings because this is where I get a kick when somebody's changing it like this. I mean, the process now, okay, so we're doing a 180 and we're doing the flip of a coin. What is that with the dime? There's something with coins and dimes and vända på en femöring. Tror jag vi skulle säga på svenska. Yeah. On a 5, we don't have those anymore though. So we can't turn anymore. That sucks. In Sweden we can't turn on a dime because we don't have those anymore. Yeah, but once you're in paradise, this is like, okay, we leave the orphan, the abandonment, the darkest fears. We've moved on now. We're putting those, like, I'm moving the cards here. It's very we move that into the past, and we're now into the dreams coming true, into this new life. Then we have a process. Then we have 49 and then 50. And we start with this 49 with this observer. Like taking a step back. I see the fox there, and the fox always to me is so very smart and warm and kind, but smart and sharp. And they're quite a loner, like they quite go it alone. It could mean that doesn't mean that you're lonely, but that you do enjoy your alone time, which is very powerful, by the way. When you fully enjoy your own company, you're the full version of who you are. It's the most powerful thing. But I also get, like, first. You're not alone, but you're first. Like first in line, leading edge, being in front, like the first frontier of stuff. This is you for a little bit just stepping back, or you being asked right now to just for a little bit step back and just watch around you what is taking place. Just observe it and just watch it. And we have the 2 stars. Like, there's more stars in this card, but I'm very drawn to 2 stars. 2 stars in particular. 2 wishes of fulfillment in particular is happening just around the bend. And we have this 49, so it's interesting. We have another number 9 there. We've had 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th number 9 coming out. And we have a 4, which is the heart matter and laying a new foundation for yourself. And man, oh man, are you laying a new foundation. And number 9, again, it's about the unconditional energy that you have stepped into now. When we add those up, we have number 13, which is death leading to life. It's transformation. It's the divine feminine. So we both have the masculine and the divine feminine on the table here. It's very beautiful. And then 49 leading into 50. This is when this great opportunity for change has come full circle. That's 50. 50 is when you've overcome and changed and altered and transformed every freaking little thing down to the cellular level of yourself. I mean it in a very literal way. There's probably a huge upgrade to your DNA. There's probably a lot of magic going on in your life, or at least you're thinking about it. 5, great opportunity for change, making that change, and then a 0 with the 50 coming full circle. And the card is called No Place Like Home. And I see again, it's like we take this vortex, this whirlwind that you have in your hands, and we're seeing it up here being portrayed there again. It's just sitting there, like you build your own new home. And there's something about, most people build their homes on the ground, and you're like, why? What if I want to build my home up in the air? You know, you have probably to have to who do you ask if you can build your house up in the air? I don't know. But it's like no, I don't want to do it. It's a very Aquarian energy. It's Aquarius influence here, which is very much blaze your own trail. Like, I'm not going to walk where anybody else has ever walked before. Has somebody done that? Okay, then I'm not interested. And it's also very much a freedom feeling here. Wish fulfillment, freedom, and doing it the new way. You're creating something freaking awesome here for yourself. And I haven't really picked up anything like business, or yes, we do have no place like home, like, but even the home doesn't necessarily feel like it's the home that they're talking about. And the love situation, it feels like a very open book and very open lane. And just the fact that you're creating massive change. Quantum jumping massive change. I'm going to move into the extended. So if you feel like this reading resonated with you, you're so welcome to the extended. We're going to see what we can find there. If not, thank you so much. Oh, I want to say that the link to that is in the description box down below. If not, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care, guys.